Can your birth date reveal your path to wealth? Have you ever wondered if the day you were born holds a hidden clue about your financial future? It sounds intriguing, doesn't it? Throughout history, people have looked to the stars, numbers, and cosmic alignments in search of answers about life, success, and even wealth. From the astrologers of ancient Babylon to the mathematical theories of Pythagoras, many cultures have believed that numbers and celestial patterns influence our destiny. But can numerology truly provide insights into our financial potential? And if so, how does your birth date shape your relationship with money and success? Some people are natural-born leaders, others are creative visionaries, and some have a deep sense of discipline and structure. Could these personality traits be linked to the numbers in your birth date? Numerology suggests that every number carries a unique vibration that influences different aspects of life, including career paths, financial habits, and personal strengths. By understanding these hidden patterns, you might be able to unlock insights about how to maximize your potential for success. The Buddhist perspective. Destiny or karma. In Buddhism, the concept of karma plays a central role in how we understand success and wealth. Unlike the idea of predetermined fate, Buddhism teaches that everything in life, including financial prosperity, is shaped by our past and present actions. This means that while your birth date may reveal certain tendencies or strengths, it is your choices, mindset, and efforts that truly determine your financial future. Wealth is not simply about luck or cosmic alignment. It's about wisdom, discipline, and how we manage our resources. A person born with traits that suggest ambition and leadership still needs to take action, learn from their mistakes, and work toward their goals. Likewise, someone whose numbers point to creativity and adaptability must channel those qualities into productive financial strategies. No single number guarantees wealth. Success depends on the conscious decisions we make throughout life. The intersection of numerology and financial success. Numerology, like astrology, has been used for centuries to offer guidance on life's journey. It suggests that your life path number, calculated from your birth date, can reveal your strengths, challenges, and even financial tendencies. Some numbers are associated with natural leadership, business acumen, or creativity, while others point to patience, perseverance, or humanitarian efforts. But financial success isn't just about knowing your number. It's about using that knowledge to make informed, mindful choices. Whether your path involves entrepreneurship, creativity, or structured financial planning, numerology can provide insights, but it's ultimately your actions that shape your future. What you'll discover in this journey as we explore numerology and its connection to wealth will take a balanced and practical approach. We'll cover how to calculate your life path number and what it says about you, which numbers are associated with financial success and why, how Buddhist wisdom can help you approach wealth with mindfulness and purpose, why success is a combination of both cosmic influences and personal effort. By the end of this journey, you'll have a deeper understanding of how your unique traits, shaped by both numbers and life experiences, can guide you toward a financially stable and fulfilling life. So, are you ready to uncover what your birth date might be telling you? Let's begin. The history and philosophy of numbers. Can numbers shape our destiny? You ever notice how numbers seem to show up in the most important moments of life? Birthdays, anniversaries, the address of the house you grew up in, certain numbers just stick with us. And maybe at some point you've wondered, do numbers actually mean something? Can they tell us anything about who we are or where we're headed? That question isn't new. People have been fascinated by numbers for thousands of years. The Babylonians were some of the first to study the stars, believing celestial patterns influenced everything from the fate of their kings to the outcome of battles. The Egyptians built their pyramids with mathematical precision, convinced that numbers held divine power. And in China, even today, Certain numbers are considered lucky, while others are avoided at all costs. But if we're talking about numerology, the idea that numbers can reveal something deeper about our lives, then we have to talk about Pythagoras. Yeah, the same guy from high school math class. Turns out he wasn't just a mathematician. He was also a philosopher who believed numbers were the key to understanding the universe. He taught that everything, our personalities, our strengths, even our financial success, could be explained through numbers. And from that idea, numerology as we know it was born. Of course, not everyone buys into the idea that numbers shape destiny. Some people believe life is all about hard work, choices, and a little bit of luck. Others think there's a balance, that while we create our own future, there are certain patterns, certain energies that influence us along the way. That's where Buddhism offers an interesting perspective. Unlike numerology, which suggests that numbers have power over us, Buddhism teaches that karma is what truly shapes our path, not some pre-written destiny, but the choices we make, the energy we put into the world. Your birth date might reveal something about your natural tendencies, but it's your actions, your mindset, and your habits that determine where you end up. So maybe numbers don't control us, but they can guide us. Maybe they don't hold the answers, but they help us ask better questions about who we are, where we're going, and what we can do to create a life that feels meaningful and fulfilling. Because in the end, whether you believe in numerology or not, one thing is certain. Your future isn't just a number. It's what you choose to do with it. How to find your life. Path number. And what it really means. You ever have one of those moments where you stop and wonder, is there a deeper reason I am the way I am? Like, why do certain things come so easily to you while other things feel like a constant uphill battle? Why are some people natural leaders while others thrive in the background? Why do some take financial risks without hesitation while others play it safe? That's where numerology comes in. It suggests that the day you were born isn't just a date on the calendar. It carries energy, patterns, and hidden clues about your personality, strengths, and even your relationship with money. And one of the most important numbers in numerology? Your life path number. Figuring it out is actually really simple. All you need is your birth date. Say you were born on June 20th, 1990. You take each part of your birth date and reduce it down to a single digit. June is the 6th month, so that's a 6. The day is 20, so 2 plus 0 mar 2. The year is 1990, so you add 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 0, which gives you 19, then reduce it further. 1 plus 9 plus 10, and finally 1 plus 0 plus 1. Now, you add all those numbers together. Plus 2 plus 1 plus 9, boom. That's your life path number 9. Now, there are a few exceptions. If you ever end up with 11, 22, or 33, you stop right there. These are called master numbers, and they carry their own unique energy. Some people believe these numbers hold even more spiritual or leadership potential, but that's a conversation for another day. But let's take a step back for a second. Because while it's fun to calculate your life path number, the real question is, what do you do with it? Some people see their number and think, well, I guess this is just how I am. But that's not the point. Your number isn't a box to trap you in. It's a mirror to help you see yourself more clearly. If it tells you that you're independent and ambitious, great. But are you actually living up to that potential? If it says you're creative and expressive, wonderful. But are you using those gifts in a way that supports your future? Knowing your life path number is just the beginning. The real magic happens when you start using that knowledge to make better decisions, whether it's in your career, your finances, or even the way you navigate relationships. So go ahead. Do the math, find your number, and see what it reveals. Not because it's going to predict your future, but because it might just help you understand yourself better than you ever have before. What your life path number says about wealth, and why it's only part of the story. Have you ever met someone who just seems to have a natural talent for making money? Like no matter what they do, opportunities just seem to fall into their lap? And then there are others who work just as hard, maybe even harder. But somehow, things never seem to click financially. It makes you wonder, is there something deeper at play? That's where numerology gets interesting. It suggests that the day you were born isn't just a random date. It carries a certain energy, a blueprint of strengths and challenges that might shape the way you approach success, career, and yes, even money. Think about it. Some people are natural leaders, drawn to building businesses and taking charge. Others prefer security, sticking to steady jobs that give them peace of mind. Some thrive in creative fields, turning their passions into profit, while others are happiest helping. People measuring success in impact rather than income. Numerology says that your life path number might explain why. If you're a 1, you probably have an independent streak, always looking for ways to carve your own path. If you're an 8, business and financial ambition might come naturally to you. A 6, you might find the most fulfillment in careers that involve caregiving or service, where money isn't the main motivator. But here's what people get wrong. Just because your life path number leans a certain way doesn't mean you're locked into one financial destiny. A life path 3 might be naturally creative, but that doesn't mean they're doomed to struggle with money. A life path 9 might be more focused on helping others, but that doesn't mean they can't build wealth while doing it. If anything, knowing your number should help you understand yourself better, not limit what you think is possible. Maybe it explains why traditional jobs never felt quite right for you, or why you've always been drawn to certain industries. Maybe it helps you see why managing money has felt easy, or why it hasn't. But at the end of the day, no number guarantees success or struggle. Wealth isn't just about who you are. It's about what you do. You could be a natural entrepreneur, but if you never take the leap, that talent goes to waste. You could be someone who values stability, but if you never take small financial risks, you might miss out on growth. Buddhism teaches that awareness is the first step, but action is what truly shapes your path. Understanding yourself is powerful, but success, financial or otherwise, comes from how you apply that knowledge. So instead of asking, is my life path number lucky for money? Maybe the better question is, how can I use my strengths to create the life I want? Because no number defines your future. You do. Challenges and misconceptions about numerology. Is it destiny or choice? You ever hear someone say, "Oh, I can't help it. That's just who I am"? Maybe you've even said it yourself a few times. It's easy to believe that our personalities, our habits, even our financial situation are just part of some bigger plan that we have no control over. And when it comes to numerology, that's one of the biggest misconceptions out there. This idea that our life path number determines everything about us, including whether we'll be rich or struggle forever. But let's take a step back. Think about 2 people who were born on the same day, with the same life path number. Does that mean they'll have the exact same financial success? Of course not. One might become a self-made millionaire while the other faces years of financial hardship. Why? Because numbers don't create your reality, your actions do. Some people look at their numerology chart and think, well, my number isn't associated with wealth, so I guess I'm just not meant to be rich. But that's not how life works. Sure, numerology can highlight certain tendencies. Maybe you're naturally cautious with money, or maybe you're more of a risk taker. But at the end of the day, it's what you do with that information that counts. And then there's the idea that numerology can predict exactly when you'll become wealthy, almost like a fortune-telling trick. Wouldn't that be nice? Just circle a date on the calendar and wait for the money to roll in. But here's the thing. While numerology can offer insight into personal growth cycles, success isn't something that magically appears because of a number. It's built over time, through decisions, effort, and sometimes even failure. Another challenge people run into? Using numerology as an excuse. Oh, I'm a life path 3. I'll always struggle with money. Or, I'm a 9, so I'm meant to help others, not be financially successful. But no number is a life sentence. If anything, recognizing your tendencies should empower you to work on them, not use them as a reason to stay stuck. And let's talk about the other extreme. People who rely too much on numerology when making financial decisions. I've seen people choose business partners, investments, even home addresses based purely on their lucky numbers, ignoring logic and research. Sure, it's fun to pick a house number that feels aligned with your energy, but at the end of the day, smart financial decisions come from knowledge, planning, and a little bit of common sense. Buddhism teaches that balance is key. Relying too much on any one belief system, whether it's numerology, astrology, or even strict financial rules, can lead to suffering. The middle way reminds us that while we can learn from these tools, we also need to stay grounded in reality. So, if you've ever felt like your life path number is holding you back, I want you to know this. You are more than a number. Numerology can give you insights, sure, but it doesn't make the decisions. You do. And that's a good thing because it means you have the power to change your story anytime you choose.